Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday Live with Mary Jo. I want to welcome you to our weekly show. We have some great information, as always, for you today. Are we not happy? We have some snow on the ground and then some additional moisture. So a little bit more coming our way to get ready for our spring breakers next month, as well as the moisture that we so desperately need for the summer. So everybody stay out there and keep doing your snow dance and we'll be great. The first couple things I would like to mention before we get to the main part of our show, and you just got me today, no guests with us today because I really am very excited about our community forum and our annual meeting that I want to talk about a little bit later on. But first and foremost, we are coming up on some deadlines, so I would like to remind the community, especially our restaurant contingency, and that includes any caterers out there, food trucks, distilleries, our bars, our breweries, and our regular restaurants, that the Small Business Relief Grant is coming to a close next week. Now, we have changed I don't know if we've changed, but we've kind of loosened up some of the restrictions for that grant. And that is that these industries need to show a loss for a quarter. Not the whole year, not 2020 compared to 2019, just a quarter. So make sure, and it can be any quarter. So most people really had to shut down right at the end of the first, the beginning of the second quarter. So we know that many of our businesses lost revenue year over year. So it's that simple. You just need to show a 20% decrease in gross revenue one quarter. So we're hoping that more businesses will apply for this grant. We have some money and we sure would like to give it away, and that would go to our restaurants and our food service industries, as well as our fitness centers and any gyms. And we've got a couple of those here in the community, and we haven't seen an application from all of you. So we hope that we'll see those. That deadline is next week, February 26th, next Friday. The other thing that I want to mention is there is also a new small grant coming out, and that is it's based on the marijuana tax that has been collected, and that will be available for nonprofit agencies as well as students that are, especially for our nonprofit agencies that may be doing some education. Now, again, not a tremendous amount of money, but $1,000, up to $1,000 could get you some money to help you run that program. So please, we will have that grant information that just came out. We will have that grant information on our website. And so just download that application. It is also at the county. And that grant doesn't close until mid-March, so we will be talking about that grant more. But I just want to kind of give you a heads up if you're looking at some of your programming and you're a nonprofit agency that may be doing some drug or prevention education, that's some grant money that might be available to you. So the big news that I really want to talk about is our annual meeting / community forum, which will be taking place tomorrow. You know, typically we do an annual meeting. It's live, it's a dance, it's dinner. Well, we didn't have that option this year, and so we are doing it virtually. It's our very first one, so we're very excited. We've got some good registration numbers out there, so we're excited, but we would like to see you there. It's going to be a very, very fast-paced and very informative meeting. We're going to kick off the meeting with Laura Lewis Marchino, who has been our guest before. She is the Executive Director of the Region 9 Economic Development District. She just finished presenting at the annual Wells Fargo-sponsored Economic Forum for Southwest Colorado, and she's just a tremendous speaker. She's really going to be focusing on Southwest Colorado and in particular Archuleta County. She will be followed up by another very dynamic speaker, and that will be Elizabeth Garner, who is the state demographer. Now, I always say this, everybody that hears Elizabeth absolutely loves her. You never think you'd get excited about data, but the way she presents it, she's very engaging and has fabulous and fascinating information. And it's data, but it's so relevant. So she's going to talk about things maybe before COVID, after COVID, how census is affecting us, and all sorts of other things. So those two very dynamic speakers will kick off our program beginning at 8:30 in the morning. Thereafter, we'll take a short break, and then we're going to move into 4 breakout sessions. Those breakout sessions will be broadband, community infrastructure, which includes things like licensing and permitting and fees and stuff like that. We'll also have a breakout session on housing, and we will also have a breakout session on workforce. Those were the topics that our business community chose as the most important topics for them in running their business. So we listened to you and we're following up on it. There'll be presenters at each of those breakout sessions. Now, each breakout session will occur twice, and there'll be 15 minutes each. So you can sign in to a breakout session. We won't assign you. You should be able to sign in, God willing, and we really hope everything works virtually. So I think that's my biggest fear, but you should be able to sign in to a breakout session. That will go on for 15 minutes. If we run out of time, because we are on a very strict schedule, you can either, when you go back to the main room and you sign up for another breakout session, you can either sign up for that same breakout session or another one. You'll have your choice to attend 2 out of 4. We will also, if we're running short on time, you could also put any questions in the chat, and we will be following up on all those questions at a later time and getting back. So it's going to be really action-packed. You do need to register. It is free, and you do not need to be a chamber member in order to attend. It's open to the public, and we really, really hope that you will engage. That's why we're also calling it not just our annual meeting, but our community forum, because that's what the chamber wants to do, is engage, and that we, again, listen to our businesses and are working on these top topics that affect our business community. So we hope that you will register. The Pagosa Springs Chamber website. All you need to do is scroll down just a little bit under Chamber and Community News, and there's a register button right above the graphic for the annual meeting and community forum. Just register there. Takes you about 15 seconds. So again, we are hoping not only to use the breakout sessions to let people know of some of the avenues that we've been working on in these different arenas, but we also want to listen to what your concerns are. What do you still need to see? You know, I'm part of the housing project tomorrow, and not all my information's good news, but we also want to let you know what is going on in the community, and we want to hear from you. So I know the workforce session is really going to try and use that question and answer time to listen to you and to help both the chamber and organizations such as Workforce Development to create a strategic plan and to create areas where we can really work on to help our business community. So that's why we're calling it a community forum, because we want to listen to you and hear what you have to say and take steps to work on all of these issues that, you know, face our business community. We want to try and make it easier for everybody. So we're very excited. We hope that you'll register tomorrow for tomorrow's session. Do it before tomorrow, but easily go on to pagosachamber.com and register at the link. It'll take you about 15 seconds. And so we hope that we'll see a few more people that will join us tomorrow. You'll be sorry if you miss it, because it's a lot of information and it impacts you and our community. That's really it for me. Just a big plug for our community forum and annual meeting tomorrow. Please don't forget about the grant that is out there, the Small Business Relief Grant, as well as PPP applications are still open, and you can get that information on the chamber website as well. If you scroll down to our COVID graphic and click on that, the Paycheck Protection Program information is there. And there are several other great links to the SBA, to the Office of Economic Development and International Trade, and that you can find out more. Don't count yourself out. If you are a gig worker or self-employed, you may think that you don't qualify. Don't think that. Go through the process and work with a financial institution to see if you can get that money. If you are a first-time applicant, you do not need to show a loss of revenue year-to-year comparison. So there have been some changes made to the program, and we hope that everybody can go on and at least see if you qualify. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at the Chamber of Commerce, and we will be looking forward to seeing you at tomorrow's annual meeting and community forum. Thank you, everybody. Let's pray for a little bit more snow, and everybody have fun out there on the mountain and cross country and snowmobiling and ice skating and everything else that you want to do in this winter wonderland. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll also see you next Wednesday at Live with MJ. Bye-bye.